Hey glitches, today we got another banging video. If you haven't already, join the Luke Barmer Discord and network with the glitches. Remember, your network is your net worth. Let's go right into the video.
What's up, my people? Hit me with your questions. What's up, Nick? Nick don't miss. My boy Nick in New York do not miss. Yo, actually, you know what, Nick? You should talk to KK. I'm gonna send you his info. He's in the program too, man. Link up with him. Y'all are both in my program. I was on a one-on-one call with him today. Y'all can ask me anything you want about, let's go, personal brands and scaling, and personal brand and business in general. We'll keep this light. The hardest challenge of my life, bro, I had to give up my ego, man. I had to suppress my ego. Like, for me, the most difficult challenge in my life was how do you pin a comment? Well, every time, there we go, I fucking pin that goddamn comment. Okay, the hardest challenge of my life for me was getting sober, right? For 10 years, I thought that I could use Xanax and weed and drugs and, like, still get by at work. And that wasn't the case. I lived this... Yeah, we're back. I had to suppress my ego, man. I had to stop thinking that I could do everything on my own. I had to ask for help. You know, once I said, hey, I don't know everything, maybe I should ask for help, and I actually reached out and got help and took advice, that's when my whole life changed. So you gotta suppress your ego. What business got me momentum? This company called Health Gains that I worked for right before 10X Health. So, okay, my journey was, I was in car sales when I moved down to Miami. I left and started a financial technologies company with a woman that failed at the beginning of COVID. And then I end up getting into functional medicine, and I take over this clinic called Health Gains. It was up here in Aventura. That's what gave me all my momentum, because I was working one-on-one with my mentor, and every single day I would go to him and be like, yo, man, how do I manage people more effectively? I'm having a difficult time with my anger at work. And, like, he taught me emotional intelligence, and then he helped me with meeting structure and business communication and managing people. And I started to grow, and so I went from sales manager to director of ops to taking over that company, and then we scaled that from 4 million to 12 million. And that's what really gave me all the confidence. And so when I walked into 10X and they were like, yo, what position do you want? I said, president. Bro, I was so on fire at that point. I didn't think that anything could stop me. So that was the business that really, like, gave me all my momentum. Wondering about insurance sales. Okay, I started off as a financial advisor and doing health and doing life insurance. That was, like, the best job that I ever had, because it was the hardest and suckiest job I ever had. Instead of selling something cool and fun where people get excited about, you're selling a projected future state of fear, right? What happens if you die? Are your loved ones cared for? That shit sucked so much. But it made me very resilient. It taught me sales. It helped me to get referrals. It helped me to create real connections and, you know, with real people. So, you know, if that's your journey right now, that's your journey. Not everybody's in a position where they're, like, you know, going to start their own business and be super successful right away. Sometimes the journey is to actually go work another job with a corporate or with another company, as long as it aligns with what you want to do in the future and helps you get the skills that you need as a stepping stone to make it to the next point. I did it for a little while. How do you master meditation? Practice, bro. Practice. I'll post a story today with a link to Brightmind, a meditation app that me and my buddy developed years ago. And it's a really good way to be able to observe your mind in the way that you process, but just practice over and over and over again. Keeping yourself accountable to your morning routine. Well, the easiest way to keep yourself accountable to your morning routine is to post it every day. This is my accountability journal, right? There's no way that I can miss. I have way too many people watching this for me to miss. And I have accountability to my clients and to everybody watching this. So that's the easiest way to be accountable. But if you're not there yet, just join a program. Just join a coaching program, and you'll have accountability. How do I make money? I help coaches, fitness trainers, anybody that wants to teach something online. I help them create their personal brand and their coaching offer. Everything from how to create your content, your story structure, your posts, how to find your real authentic voice, how to speak on camera, how to talk about problems and outline a solution, how to get people interested in your content, and then how to create and structure your offer so that you can actually scale it and make a bunch of money and live, you know, this life, where you never fucking wear a shirt, you say whatever the fuck you want, nobody tells you what to do. It's a beautiful life. That's what I help people do. Live a life of freedom, make a shitload of money. How much weight am I using on dumbbell flies? Eddie, not much, bro. I don't lift a lot of weight, man. That's the craziest thing. Just so all you know, I don't even lift that much weight. I'm serious. I do fucking high reps. 20, 17, 15. I don't give a fuck about how much I lift. I really do not. Toronto in the building. Toronto, you know, there's a cool place in Toronto called Ballet Ossington. I won't get into detail about what this place is, but it was fucking insane. It was like this club. I won't go into detail. What do I think about Aventura? Trash, bro. Fuck Aventura. I hate that place so much. I used to have an office up there. That place sucks, bro. Sitting on traffic in Ives Dairy to get off the highway over there. And what's good in Aventura? You're landlocked. There's nothing good there at all. If you don't want to be in... Brickell is 1,000 times better, but if you don't want to be in Brickell, go to, like, Edgewater. Edgewater's amazing. I mean, I live on Miami Beach, but I don't even care to be around people. It's very quiet over here. How do you choose the correct business venture to pursue? You have analysis paralysis. Yeah, bro. I used to have that analysis paralysis all the time. When I started working with a mentor, we did an exercise, and he said, okay, what are your skills? What's your experience? What's your interest? What's your purpose? And I wrote down all of my skills. I'm a good communicator. I'm good at sales. And then what's my experience? I had been in finance. I had been in banking, restaurants, clothing. And then what's my interest? And I wrote down all my interests, personal and professional interests. And as a result of looking at that board and then giving it to him, he said, hey, man, here's some industries that I think you should consider. Start doing some research. And then I started considering each of those industries and seeing if there was a position that I liked that I could utilize my skills, my experience, and my interest towards and have that align with my ultimate 1, 3, 5 year personal, professional, financial goals. That's a lot of information. Work with a mentor, bro. That's the easiest way. Best area to live in Miami? I mean, probably Edgewater. Like, yo, Edgewater is, I'm in Miami Beach, but like, a lot of people don't want to live over here. This shit is quiet, you know. I like it quiet. I'm a fucking hermit. For all of you that don't know, I don't actually like being social at all. I would just stay in my apartment all day long if it was up to me. I'm a recluse. But like, okay, across the bridge here is Edgewater. There's the Venetian, right? There's a Venetian Islands. Then you got Palm and Hibiscus, Star Island. Edgewater straight across. Amazing, amazing location. If you just go to the Pura Vida in Edgewater and you sit outside, whoa, a lot of nice sights. Very nice place. Very close to everything, close to the beach, everything. Nick, did I ever get to the point where I just said I couldn't work for someone else anymore? Yeah, of course, bro. I went through that battle for a long time. You know, the hardest point in life in your business journey is when you're working for somebody else and you've gained some skills to be able to go out on your own, but you're just not quite there yet. Or you start a side hustle and it's not producing the income you want yet. But you know you're ready to leave. That's the time when you get so frustrated with the people that you're working for. And I work with this with a lot of my clients because I help them create side hustles. And I always say, hey, look, you're in a point in time in which you're just going to have to go into work each day and nothing can bother you. You need to know that eventually you're going to be out of here. But you have to maintain focus and discipline right now. You have to do the best you possibly can at work. You can't burn any bridges. You need these people in your life. You'll never know how the karma comes back to you. And it'll help strengthen you and become more resilient as a person until you get to that next venture, which is either your side gig or your full-time. What would I tell my 18-year-old self? Stop doing so many drugs. I was a fiend, bro. I would have also told myself to open my mind and learn from other people. I was so fixed-minded. What do you think about using filters on Instagram? No. Okay, Connie, the whole point of Instagram for business purpose is to engender trust. People want to trust you. If you're using filters, they're already lacking trust. Okay, who cares what I look like? I got a line on my face and I got some fucking whites in my beard. Sometimes I look all fucked up and look at my hair. That's why people know, like, and trust me. Because I don't try and be perfect. If I fuck up when I say something, I just run it. Sometimes I fuck up in my reels. I don't care. People want to see real, authentic shit. You dig? What percentage of your net profit do you keep? What percentage do you reinvest in the business? Well, it depends on how much I'm going to pay in taxes that year and what I'm going to do. So it depends on like how much I'm spending on certain things. But my reinvestment into the business is lifestyle. You know, I just spend money on shit. Like, I'm gonna go get a ghost here in the next 2 months, and so that money is actually spent on the business because it's a business expense, right? But I always take 40% and I put it into crypto and my other investments. I just think for me 40% seems like a good amount. I think there's like this 40-40-20 that they used to say, which is like like basically 40% goes to taxes, 40% you invest, and then you live off the other 20. That's what Grant used to say. Midtown, yeah, Midtown's legit. Midtown, Edgewater. Tom's new wakeboarding boat. Carrie, you're mad funny, bro. Me and Tom always talk about you when we're out of the boat. We're like, yo, Carrie knows more about you than I know about you. And Tom always says that same thing to me. Carrie, you could lead a class on observation, bro. You pay attention, man. I love that. Tom's new boat is the best. He messaged me every day being like, yo, what boat do I get? And I told him G25 Nautique. That's the shit you want down here. It's amazing. What percentage of your net profit do you keep? What do you reinvest in the business? I don't know, man. I haven't looked at that. I don't know exactly, how much it is. I read a lot, but I get trouble applying that into real life. Okay, look, here's how I read. I don't ever read a book front to back. Never. I take a book, I hear something that I like, and then I read that over and over and over and over again, right? And so just whatever it says, just do it. Like, get the confident mind and apply those principles. Get Atomic Habits, apply those principles. Get the Power of Now and apply those principles. That's it. How much is my program? Starts at $3K. I'm dropping my new mentorship program very soon, but I'm not going to give any details on that. But for now, I have a one-on-one program in which I teach people how to do personal branding, coaching online, help them scale their businesses. That starts at $3K. By the way, I've paid for over $100,000 in mentorship in my life, and I've worked with some of the top people. Brandon Dawson, Grant, Gary Brecka, Wes Watson. My mentor's a 10-figure guy. So I spent a lot of money on my own personal development. So the value that you're getting when you work with me, it's next level. For anybody that's interested in creating their personal brand or scaling their coaching offer, or if you're a coach right now and you're watching this and you're like, I just can't get clients. Yeah, no shit. That's the hardest thing to do because you're not creating content in a way that helps you get clients. I don't ever get on sales calls. Never, ever, ever. You've never seen me on one sales call. I do $100K a month all in the DMs because I create content that draws people to me and it gives them value. So if you're coaching and you're not making more than $50K a month, DM me brand and I'll help you scale this shit. It's all psychology. Thanks, Donald. Appreciate you. My friends used to always tell me when I was younger that I was going to have this shit called Wheezy TV. I was going to have my own reality show. I haven't even shown y'all everything about myself. I'm a little strange, to be honest. Life insurance. You know what's crazy? I found out I had an autoimmune disorder through trying to take out a whole life policy, and they denied me, and I never got it again. Maybe I'll get some more. I have so many investments, dude, in private deals, in market-tied assets and non-market-tied assets, that shit that I can't touch forever, but that's okay. My biggest inspiration in life at the moment, God, bro. My biggest inspiration in life at this moment is God, man. Like, some crazy shit has happened in the past 4 days. And it's just so clear to me every single day that God gave me a second chance at life to help more people. And like, I was with my boy Jay Flex today at the gym, and he was like, bro, don't ever forget God is speaking through you. You have a platform for him to speak through you and help other people. And it's your mission to help other people. It says right there on my whiteboard, God wants you to help more people. That's what I'm inspired by, It feels good. I like helping people. I used to take from the world. Now I get to give to the world. It's like the greatest feeling ever. Thanks, Dimitri. Appreciate you. You're a G too. What kind of promotion do you do for your personal brand? I don't do any. For all of you guys, I don't run any paid ads. I don't even use any other platforms. I've grown my entire business through Instagram stories and reels. I haven't even wait till I get on these podcasts that I'm about to go on and you guys actually see my brand really blow up. I did all of this by posting Instagram stories and reels. Zero promotion, 100% organic. I net $100K a month because I don't spend any money on anything. I just look at what problems have I overcome and how can I help people understand that problem and the solution so that I'm giving them value. That's all I think about all day long. No promo, dog. How to beat alcohol and smoke addiction. Well, if you're truly addicted, go to AA. Best thing I ever did. It'll give you a foundation. How often do I work out and how often do I rest? Brother, here's the best part. There's no personal best for your boy. I don't do no personal best. I lift high reps. I don't even give a fuck how much. But I do 6 days a week, really. Sometimes 7. My workout routine. Yeah, you should work with one of my coaches, bro. I'll hook you up. They'll put you on a plan. Workout and nutrition plan. They'll help you out. Was I always articulate, or did this just happen? I've always been semi-articulate because my dad really corrected me a lot as a kid. Anytime I said and or like, he would say, what? And what? Like what? And it would force me to stop saying those. And then my dad told me a very interesting thing when I was a kid. He said, listen, there's a value in pausing when you speak. When you use filler words, people become less interested in you. But when you pause, you draw in the attention of the people with whom you are speaking, and then the next thing that you say has more value. So learn how to be okay with the pause. Whenever I speak publicly, you know what I do? I stand there in a dominant stance. I put my legs wide, and I stand there, and I just look around, and I settle myself. Well, the first thing I do before I speak publicly is I pray, and then I meditate for a few minutes. But then I stand on the stage, and I settle myself, because my heart's beating, just like everybody else's. I'm not immune to the shit. And I just relax. And I look around. And you know what I think to myself? These people are all blessed because I'm going to deliver a message and God's going to speak through me. And when I do that, I'm able to just flow. I've never had an issue with stuttering or speaking on stage in a way where I'm not making sense because I take my time and I collect myself. If any of you in a social situation can be okay with a long period of silence and just stand there, it will help you tremendously. I could sit there and stare at somebody for like 5 seconds with no issue. Jamie, let's go. If you guys aren't following Jamie Frazier, follow him. This dude's dropping bombs. And very excited too. He's gonna be having a lot more different kind of content when maybe when there's a certain event that happens. We won't talk more about that, but very excited. Jamie's a G, dude. Scaled the company to a lot. I'll let him tell you, but a lot. Fucking G. Jamie, I'll see you soon, G. Good luck with your next 2 days. How big is my team? I got a VA and an EA. That's it, dog. And I did all this by myself until Friday when I implement a whole team. I got a sales manager. I got salespeople. I got people running my shit starting on Friday because I'm about to structure my offer up. Thank you, Juliana. That's very nice of you. Shoot me a message, too. I'll give you some recs. I think last time you asked me for some recs. How long did it take me to grow my personal brand? I wasn't focusing on this full-time until January of this year. So January of this year, I had like 12,000 followers. And that's when I went like hard, when I started like really studying how to make reels and how to deliver a message and how to do this. And so it's just scaled from there. I don't know, what are we at today, 90K? So I got online. The first time I ever posted a selfie video on Instagram was 1 year ago, July 1st. So before that, you can go look at my page. It was sunsets and wake surfing. That's it. Lauti, love you too, bro. My man. Shout out Argentina. Fucking G, dude. Yep. Success. Look, for all of you, how much you get paid is going to be based on how much value you give other people. There's a direct proportion with the amount of value that you give and how much money you make. How can I run from a toxic relationship? Just run. Just do it. I think girls have a harder time with getting out of relationships than guys do. Just stop projecting in the fear, Develop yourself. Here's the thing. This sucks as a woman, I get it, because look, you're like generally more dependent upon your life, with the man and so forth. And I'm not being sexist at all, but you see like that man is the provider, and then when you leave, it's like, fuck, I don't have that provider. You got to work on yourself, VA, I don't know your full name, but you should follow Maya. She's one of my clients. She has messaged me, Vakulpra. I don't know how to say that. Message me. I'll send you her info. She's an amazing woman. She runs 3 businesses. She's an absolute killer. And she kind of overcame that same thought of like the man is a provider, and then she became the fucking savage. So amazing coach for all you women. Advice for a 21-year-old college wanting to pursue business: pay for mentorship. Fuck college. College didn't do shit for me. Yeah, how long does it take to build a personal brand? Depends how bought in you are. I have clients that are fucking killing it after a month. Some takes 3 months. Just depends how bought in you are and how well you follow the blueprint. What's the next step for my personal brand? YouTube and TikTok and other social platforms. As soon as I launch my new offer and I have a little bit less, a little bit more time and a little bit less one-on-ones, then I'm going to go heavy on YouTube. Do I use ClickFunnels? Nope. Fuck ClickFunnels. You don't need any of that. Connie, you are so lost. I can honestly say that to you. I post stories People DM me, and then I send them a Stripe link and they pay. And I make $100,000 net per month doing it. No website, no ClickFunnels, no scam, no fucking whack ass shit. This is so easy. Everyone overcomplicates this. Especially you. You think this is so complicated. It's not. It's all psychology. Either you give people value or you don't. It doesn't matter whether you have like paid ads or ClickFunnels or all this shit. Fuck all that. Eventually, when my brand is so huge and I want to run paid ads, great. But I do all this organically. People fuck with me because I actually give value and I'm vulnerable, right? You're not yet. That's it. Yeah, I got some Section 8 real estate, Biba. I joined Tom Cruise's program, bought a couple properties. Shit is easy. You know I'm dialed in, Dan. What's up, Bianca? Let's go. Yeah, this is Miami, Victor. I live on Miami Beach, which is a man-made island. But all this shit is man-made, just so you know. If it's not mainland Florida, it's all man-made. Fucking Carl Fisher took some sand and he dredged it up and he fucking made these islands. And you know what? He thought he was going to fucking make bananas here. That's what he thought he was going to do. He thought Miami Beach was going to be a banana plantation. And then he realized how sick it was. And then they scratched the bananas and they started letting people come over here. That was like in the 1920s. But yeah, look, that's Miami. And we're on Miami Beach. Fucking unbelievable. Shit's incredible. Yo, Blake D'Ambrosio in the house, putting in heavy work on the content. Blake is bro, I love you so much, Blake. You're doing exactly what I did in the early going, just not giving a fuck. Just showing the people who you really are and just speaking from the heart, man. I know you're going to be successful, Blake, because of you just letting it rip. And you have an amazing message, dude. I don't know anyone else who's in their early 20s who has the mindset that you have, who's invested in themselves that much. Blake D'Ambrosio. Give that man a follow. What a G. Seawall explode. How do you grow your business? Look, guys, for any of you, whether you have an operating company or a coaching offer or a personal offer, it doesn't matter. You have to grow your personal brand online. Think about this. If you have an Instagram and it says that you're the business owner of a seawall company and you're talking about the different types of seawalls and how to select a seawall company and what people should look out for, and they find your content and they see that you're giving value and you're also disciplined and you work out and you're healthy and you do all these other positive personal things, are they more likely to do business with you as a seawall owner or the other fat fuck down the street who has 300 followers, who's got 4 pictures of him smoking fucking cigars, looking like a brick house, barbecuing with his 2 kids? I'm going to go with you, Sebastian, because you've developed a personal brand, because I know, like, and trust you, and I see as a business owner you're promoting free value-add content, and you're also showing me who you are as a person. I made that exact decision. When I was the president of 10X Health, we had the choice to work with 2 IT companies. One was a young stud kid who was posting on Instagram and giving value-add content, and the other was that fat fuck water slide man. Who did I choose? The kid who made his personal brand. That's it. That's how people are going to find you. If you want help with that, bro, hit me up. For anyone that wants to create a personal brand, I don't care if you operate a company or if you want to create a coaching offer or get into info, DM me brand and I will help you create your personal brand and structure your offer so that you get more clients, make a bunch of money, and you can live a life of freedom. Then you get inbound. This is how you get inbound, right? The whole like cold outreach and paid ads and Google organic, that shit takes forever, and it's not as trustworthy as when you create content and people come to you because you're giving them value. That's this whole deal. Thanks, Glendy. Appreciate you very much. It's very nice of you to say. I always wonder, can people see these comments? Should we start a personal brand before having an offer? Yes. Dude, for all of you that are wondering, should you create your personal brand now? Yes. Your brand is your journey. If you haven't read the book Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk, you should. I mean, I think I read like the first 2 chapters on one walk, an audiobook. But basically what he says is if you don't have a personal brand yet, your journey is your brand. And that's how you get people to really know, like, and trust you, right? A personal brand isn't, I had an 8-figure exit and I drive a Porsche and I got some fucking cool clothes and glasses. A personal brand is, hey, here's what I've achieved, but here's where I used to be, and here's the problems that I have during my life day by day, and here's how I'm solving them. People want to see how you really solve your problems, right? If you're just always showing the nice shit, fuck that. I don't want to watch someone like that. Like, I want to watch people that are actually motivating and vulnerable and talk about their problems and show me how they've been disciplined and how their mindset has evolved over time. That's what's cool. So yeah, start your personal brand now, dog. Shoot me a DM. I'll help you with that. You can ask a question here, bro. Social media, what? Dude, none. Dude, no lead strategies. No lead strategies. It's all social media. This is what all of you miss. The question is, apart from social media, what are my go-to lead generation strategies? Zero. None. I've scaled this whole business by posting stories. Y'all watch my stories. I never ever miss a morning wake up early. I never miss the gym. I never don't eat healthy. I never don't post a motivating book quote. I never don't talk about a problem that I've overcome. And as a result of doing so, people watch my shit for not only inspiration, but an understanding of how to change their mindset the same way that I've changed mine. And then they DM me, okay? Or they answer a poll or ask a question. That's it. You gotta learn how to give free value. And if you want help with that, I'll help you develop this strategy. Look, if you want more leads, DM me brand and I'll show you how to create your personal brand. It's a minimal investment. Starting off $3,000 investment, and I'll show you exactly how to develop your authentic voice. Unlike many other programs that are going to show you like, okay, hey, follow this cookie cutter system, I'm going to make you do some exercises that helps you uncover what problems have you actually solved and how to talk about what it is that you've solved. And I'm going to help you get emotional on camera the way that I do. Nobody wants to see monotone drones. They want to see an array of emotions. And I'm going to show you exactly how to bring that out of yourself, which isn't natural for most people on camera. This wasn't natural for me at all, ever. When I first started talking to that green dot, I was like, what the fuck is this thing? This is confusing. And now I feel like I'm actually talking to y'all because I've developed strategies and I teach this. So DM me brand, dog, and I'll help you with that. Partnership? No, I got mad partners. I got mad businesses. Wait till all these drop. I don't need a partnership. Thanks, though. Brand. Emmanuel, DM me brand, dog. DM me brand, bro. Underrated. Thank you, Black Horse. I appreciate you. Shit's going to blow up real soon once I start getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Jasper, what's up, dog? How you been, bro? Send me a message. Where are you now? Are you in Bali? Bro, Jasper is shredded as fuck, man. That motherfucker crushing. Ashby, I'm 37. I just turned 37 on July 7th. That makes me 7/7/87. Bro, I'm a urologist. You changed my life. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you, dog. Monotone drones. Let's go. Hey. These comments are fucking hysterical. Can everyone see the comments? Shit's mad funny. I always wonder that. Look, guys, for any of you that are like, hey, I want more leads. I want to make more money. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to live this life. I don't want to ever have to wear a shirt or dress on somebody else's accord or go into an office. DM me brand. I will help you create content and a personal brand in a way that makes people want to work with you. And then we'll create an offer in which you can charge people to do so and actually help people, teach people and help people. And for all of you that are like, well, I don't have a lot of experience or I'm not an expert in any certain subject. I wasn't an expert in any certain subject. I started off doing fitness, nutrition, mindset. I started working out 6 months prior to that. I didn't know shit about that. All I knew was I was bought the fuck in and I was going to talk to people about my problems and how I overcame them. And it was all about the discipline and the consistency and the habits. And that's what I taught. And that's why I have so many clients that had amazing results. So you don't need to know exactly what you're going to sell. Like I said, your journey becomes your brand and your offer is going to be based off of you talking about your problems. Look, a lot of people message me this and they're like, what's my niche? Who am I going to talk to? Don't worry about that. Just explain problems that you've overcome and your audience will be drawn to you and you'll figure that out. That's what I help people do, okay? Rather than be so worried about, I'm going to make all my content focused on this one specific thing. It's like, no. We want to be real and authentic. A lot of you are trying to just copy other people's content and make a message that's like gone viral for somebody else. But that's them, that's not you. What I teach is how to be real and authentic. And I'll help you actually pull out your story. Because a lot of you can't even retell your story in a way that people can follow with, right? So how do we tell a story that's linear, succinct, and interesting? Linear, succinct, interesting. What that means is it follows a path so people understand. It's brief, meaning in very few words we can explain our whole story. And interesting, meaning we give good analogies. We say things with with pause, with tone, with different volume, with hand gestures. We're interesting. That is what I teach y'all how to do. Be interesting, succinct, and deliver a message linearly. Who wouldn't want to work with you if you have an ability to articulate like that, right? The best business for students while in college. Sell drugs, maybe? No, I'm fucking with you, dog. Don't do that. Best business in college. I don't know. What do people need? What are the problems that you see that they're solving? What kind of college do you go to? They got rich parents? I think about, can you sell to their rich parents? I like selling to rich people more than poor people, you know? Poor people never really see the value in what they invest in. I got people that pay me $20K for the year. They hop on one one-on-one call and said, thank you. I got all the value I ever needed off of one call. Lot. Poor people, they're like, I gave you my last $2,500 and I need everything from you. It's like, bro, change your fucking mindset. How to gain confidence in you when you work with others. How to gain confidence in your work when others want more but don't see the struggle. You might have to rephrase that, but you get confidence by just believing in yourself, which the belief in yourself comes from setting out to do a daily set of habits each day, daily non-negotiables, and never missing. Then you build confidence. What are these other questions? What glasses are these? These are vintage frames. Vintage frames. Vietnam. Wow, Jasper's in Vietnam. Holy shit, what's Vietnam like? Jasper, my man. Was amazing working with you, bro. You took every suggestion right away. You got fucking chopped, disciplined. You've helped a lot of people, bro. Keep that up. Thanks, Sarah. I don't even know how this shit works. This is like my third time on live. The system that I use for my daily habits, I use Google Calendar, bro. Okay, here's how I develop my habits initially. I have a whiteboard in my room, and I wrote down, at the time, I had a 6 a.m. wake-up time, right? So I wrote 6 a.m. wake up, and then piss, and then pray, and then hydrate, breath work, meditation, and I wrote them, each one. And each morning I would go back in the early going, and I would change the order, and I would change the time to make sure that it was sustainable. And then I had this sustainable daily set of habits. And then I started calendaring everything in a Google Calendar. Okay, but I set timers in the early going too. I'm a fucking degenerate. I have ADHD to the max. I can't focus on a fucking thing. So like when I tell you that I was undisciplined, I was a mess. If I like grabbed my phone, I would be off on Instagram for like 30 minutes and then I wouldn't get my morning routine done. So I had to set alarms, right? So in the early going, I set alarms so that I could be consistent and disciplined, and that helped me form my routine. The other thing here is, look, when you're forming a routine, don't think about your morning routine as the next thing that you have to do. Think about the next station that you have to go to, okay? So when I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then I'm going to come back to the bed. I'm going to kneel down. I'm going to pray. So bathroom, bed. Then where am I going to go? I'm going to go to the island in the kitchen, because on that island, there's my book, there's my supplements, there's my hydration packet, right? So I'm going to take my subs, I'm going to drink my hydration, and I'm going to take that book and I'm going to sit down, I'm going to read that book, and then I'm going to meditate on the couch. So then the couch is my next place. So just go station to station. Just be like, yo, I just have to get up and make it to the next station. That'll help you tremendously when you're starting off. Talk about, I don't know, dude. I've never been on steroids. My testosterone is an 1100 naturally. Never been on anything. The only supplement I've ever taken for testosterone is called Tonkat Ali. Brand or product? Start a brand, dude. Start a brand. For any of you guys that want to start your personal brand, right? If you want to create an online offer, or if you want to create a personal brand so that you can get more leads and grow your current business, DM me brand. I will show you exactly how to create content, how to get over the fear of getting online, creating your content in a way that's structured so that people reach out to you, want to work with you, right? So if you want to scale an offer online, I will help you create your coaching program, your content. I'll give you the blueprint for everything you need. That's what my program does. It is a personal brand and coaching mentorship. So DM me brand if you want to do that. Then you get to live this life. Travel the fucking world. You work only from your phone. You never have to fucking wear a shirt. You never have to let someone tell you what to do. You never have to sit in traffic. I don't know if anyone understands how good this life really is. Like, I have a positive impact on people, and I don't have to report to anybody. It's fucking incredible. You can do the same. Just DM me brand. Most of your audience is Indian. Yeah, that can be tough, dude. I'm really not going to lie to you. There's nothing else I can even say. Get a new audience. What's my workout plan? I work out 6 days a week, dog. 7:30. I got to run. But for all of you guys who joined in. Thank you. I love you. If you want to grow your personal brand, DM me brand, and I will go through my program with you. It is my personal brand mentorship program. 5 a.m. Katharina, let's go. I love that. You know what? I'll give you guys 5 more minutes. Customers, yeah. Okay, it says that the customers are ready to buy. You've been selling coke and you don't know if it's how to cope with that. Dude, just change your life now, bro. Just change your life now. I used to sell drugs when I was younger too, but you are not what you've done in your past. I want you to know that. At any point in your life, you can change the person that you are. You can become a different person. You are going to be judged by the program that you run, by the actions that you take every single day, not by what you did in the past. And whatever you've done in the past, you shouldn't have shame about it. Just stop doing that and create new habits and new actions, okay? Judge yourself by how much you grow each day. What's the best part about being independent and successful? Dude, you know what the best part is? This is crazy, Will. My favorite thing about being independent and successful is that I don't ever have to worry about the stupid little expenses that I used to. I don't have to worry about how much dinner costs or how much a plane ticket costs. I don't have to worry about the dumbest little shit. Oh, do you want to keep the car up front? It's $100 for valet. Yep, convenience. That's the most amazing thing. Really, it's just the little shit. My morning routine, bro, I post my entire morning routine on all my content, basically every single day. I wake up at 5 a.m., I pray, I hydrate, I read it out of the book, I do breath work, I meditate, I go on a walk, and I hit the gym. Every single day. Same shit. That's my morning routine. Write a book. David, that's interesting that you talk about writing a book. I've been told 5 times this week that I need to write a book, and one of my best friends told me that I should write a book, so I started working on it. It's coming. It'll detail my whole life. My life was fucking crazy, you know? Very crazy. Think about this. I grew up in Vermont, right? And so not a lot of people make money in Vermont. It's very standard industries, but I had the hustle mentality from an early age. So I went to prep school to play hockey and football. I got kicked out of prep school. Then I came back home. I got kicked off my junior hockey team. I got my 3rd DUI. I got my 3rd assault charge. Then I ended up going to play football at a school in Massachusetts. And then I got kicked out of that school, and then I came back home, and then I got addicted to Oxycontin. Imagine that. I had a full ride to play Division I hockey, and I fucked up my whole life over and over and over again. And then I came back and got addicted to Oxycontin, and then I had to go to rehab. It took me 9 years to finish undergraduate in college. 9 years, because I was such a fuck up, right? So it doesn't matter what your story is. The more pain that you've had, the better that you can help people. The more that you overcome, the greater your journey is going to be. So don't ever let that hold you back. Starting a new page since your audience is Indian. Why is your audience Indian, bro? Tell me, I don't even know why your audience is Indian. Maybe. Why would your audience be Indian? Would you pay for some shout-outs? Guys, also, a lot of you are should I get some fake followers? No. Do any of you understand how this actually works? When you're starting off, in order for your content to make it to the Explore feed, it's going to be based on a percentage of your following that interacts with your content. So if you have fake followers, you can never get the necessary percentage of followers to interact with your content to boost you to the For You Explore page. Fake followers is going to fuck you, and it's not cool. It's not a vanity. You know how many people hit me up and they've got 1 million followers and then 942 views on their reels? It's guys, come on, who are we fooling? No, for any of you that see somebody with a lot of followers, that doesn't mean shit. Go to their page and look at their engagement. How many views are they getting on their content, right? That's going to give you a little bit more of an interpretation of how people interact with this and if they're real. What are your thoughts on... Dude, you should definitely start a Twitter, bro. 100%. I'll start doing Twitter here very soon, too. Maybe sell a lower ticket. Get a better audience. Most of IG is Indian. No, dude, that's not true. That's not true at all. Then, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. I'm going to click on your profile, but that's not true. My audience is 100% organic. I've never paid for anything, and I've never done anything, and the percentage of people that follow me in India is 2%. So you're just dead wrong, dog. Jason Lamar, my G. What mission am I on? Dude, I'm on the mission to help as many people as humanly possible. I want to help tens of millions of people overcome any of the problems that I have, right? And I'm going to start speaking at larger engagements and getting on some podcasts and getting the message out there that like you can actually change your life. And it's not about the schooling or the education or the upbringing or how much money you have or what you look like. You can overcome any of that shit. And your ability to overcome that shit is going to be what you can show other people, what you can help other people with. Just overcome your problems, right? And don't look at where you are as being stuck. You have to open your mind. That's my message. That's what I want to promote to people. I was a fixed-minded fuck, okay? Listen, when I was in third grade, my third grade teacher, I said to her, listen, lady, I don't know what you're going to teach me that I don't already know. That's how fixed-minded I was. And I carried that in through the rest of my life. I thought because I had an ability to speak that I didn't need to learn for the remainder of my life. And that kept me stuck. But once I said, fuck, I don't know everything. I'm going to open my mind. I'm going to embody a growth mindset. I'm going to let people coach me and I'm going to get better. My trajectory was crazy. In 5 years, I went from a degenerate rock bottom, 100K credit card debt fucking loser to in amazing shape, mindset, optimal health, running a $50 million a year functional medicine company. So you just got to change the mindset to I'm going to grow. I'm going to invest in myself. For all of you guys that want to grow your personal brand or make more money or get more leads, DM me brand and I will help you create your personal brand, structure your offer, make a shitload of money. Then you can live this life of freedom. You can just work from your phone, not report to anybody, make a bunch of money, travel the world. Unbelievable. Peace, Jasper. Love you, dog. Keep crushing it. You don't have that issue at all? No, Wealth Butler, I don't. I just told you I have only 2% of my audience. I don't know what you're doing, you know? What kind of content you making? Consulting, scaling for a commercial property management company. I mean, dude, you like for any of you guys, you have to give away free value. So you should be creating content about that commercial property and the you know what managing that looks like, how someone should pick a management company, right? If you have a commercial management property, like I want to know, how do I choose somebody to manage my property? What are good things I should ask them? What's a good value add? How do I know if they're doing a good job? What does success look like? You should be answering all these questions so that when I hop on your page, I see, wow, this person is giving free value. They must be pretty good at what they're doing. And then people will reach out to you. Personal brand on top. You make motivational content. All right, well, Wealth Beller, I don't know, bro, but I don't know anybody in the space who has an overtly Indian audience. You're the only one, so you must be doing something wrong. Smoking weed? No, I don't smoke weed. I smoked weed every single day of my life from the age of 13 to 31. It held me back. I always thought like, oh, I need weed to quiet my mind because my brain's on fire. I need weed to be more creative. Fuck that. Yo, weed suppresses your ability to work on yourself. Okay, you know what's cool? Not doing drugs. What's cool is being like, hey, I have an emotion that I don't want to sit with, but I'm going to sit with it anyway. Here's one of the biggest things that I've learned. It's okay to sit with your emotions. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be heartbroken. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be upset. You can just take a moment and say, I'm going to feel this emotion and be okay with it. And then as the emotion subsides, then you take the next action. You reach out to that person. You have a conversation. You take an action. But it's okay to have these emotions. Don't mask them with weed. Weed's not cool, bro. There's no need to do it. It just held me back, man. I'm telling you, it held me back. How does my one-on-one work? Dude, it's custom program. My one-on-one program is custom. I have people in all different industries. I have a kid, Caleb, scaled his landscaping company by working with me one-on-one and his personal brand. Okay, I have people that scaled e-com offers, agencies, consulting businesses, coaching programs. My shit's custom because what I do when I work one-on-one with people is I put them through an exercise to help them define who are they. Right? And I said this earlier on the live, but it's like, hey, we're going to look at what's your skills, what's your interest, what's your experience, what's your purpose, what are your 1, 3, 5 year goals, what problems have you overcome, and then we'll help you craft a real message that's authentic to you. So all you're talking about is your story. You become able to articulate your story, the problems that you've solved based off of your skills, interests, experience, your goals, and then the content pillars that you want to promote, right? So then it's so real and authentic that your offer just naturally comes out based off of the information that you're giving people. Right? So yes, I help people in all different niches. Just DM me brand and I'll help you structure your personal brand in a way that's super authentic. Right? I am probably the most authentic person on Instagram right now who's scaling their personal brand. I don't know anyone else who's as real and vulnerable as me. I don't know anyone who speaks in the way that I do. I don't know anyone who shows when they're fucking livid and pissed the way that I do. For all of you guys that want to know, like, how do you come up, I get this question a lot. How do you come up with all these content ideas? You know what I do? I wake up in the morning, I do my morning routine, and then I get messages from people around the world with dumb-ass, weak, broke-minded thoughts. and they have these pathetic fucking excuses as to why they can't do shit. And the second that I see that, I create content off of that message. It's all inbound, right? And that's the beauty of creating a personal brand. I don't plan anything anymore. I don't plan any of my content, and it takes me no time to do content. I get a message and I think, wow, this person's mindset is fucked. I used to be there. I'm gonna make some content to help them. Because if they're having this issue, there's other people in the world having this issue. So you get to a point where it becomes fun, it becomes easy. My life is so fucking fun and so fucking easy because I took the time to develop my personal brand and work with someone to show me a blueprint and a strategy. So for all of you that want this, DM me brand. Guys, if you're putting brand in the comments, I'm not gonna see it. When I download a live, I can't see the comments. Even if I post this shit to my wall, the comments all go away. So if you want help with your personal brand, DM me. Okay, DM me the word brand and I'll help you. Otherwise, I don't know who you are in these comments. A guide for goal setting in life. Yeah, work with a mentor. Or you do this. You go, hey, what are my 1, 3, 5 year personal, professional, financial goals? Your personal goals are goals personal to you. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to get in good shape. I want to spend more time with my family, be better to my kids. Personal goals. Professional goals are what you want to do at work or with your offer. I want to have X amount of employees and scale my business to this by the end of the year. And I want this much net profit. Okay? That's your professional. And then financial is what you want to do with the money that you make. I want to buy an Audemars. I want new shades. I want a new car. I want to invest this much into crypto. I want to buy a house. Okay, and then you look 1, 3, 5 year personal, professional, financial goals. You take those goals and then you create an action plan, right? If you're trying to go from a salesperson to a sales manager to an owner of a company, you're going to need to spend some time each day learning skills on management and then on operating a company. And so then what you do is you just say, hey, am I aligned with all my goals based off of my daily habits? Yes. And then the next step is, how can I make more money? I need skills to get there. And either A, I work with a mentor, or B, I spend time each day blocking off an hour, 2 hours, reading books, listening to podcasts, going on YouTube. And even still, I would highly recommend working with a mentor because they'll give you specific advice on how to accelerate that skill set to help you achieve your goals earlier. When I started working with a mentor, I told him, look, I remember this. I was like, yo, bro, I want to make $500K a year. And he's like, double that. I'm like, bro, no way, man. The most I ever made was like 280. How the fuck? I'm not going to double it. And he's like, double it. And all of my goals I achieved because he pushed me and then he gave me custom recommendations. He gave me feedback where I was at, right? If I just read all the books that he told me in the beginning, I would have not absorbed the information in a way that was useful to me at that point in my journey. But when I was scaling a company, he said, you need to read this book, Your Next 5 Moves. You need to read the Almanac of Naval Ravikant here. You need to read this book at this time. And that's what really helped me, not to mention his advice. So work with a mentor. That's key. That's your goal setting too. And once you set your goals, just create the action plan, put the habits in your calendar, and then just follow your calendar every day. Most people are willing to save a few K a month or a few hundred for fitness, but they spend their money flexing on IG. Yeah, I know, bro. This shit is hysterical. This is the mindset I think most people miss, which is like, hey, okay, I want you guys to think about this. If you have a little bit of money right now, like let's say you have 10K, 20K, maybe even not that much. Let's just say you have 2,000 or 3,000. Do you think it's best leverage to put that money into crypto or an investment or into real estate and have it earn you a little bit of money? Or do you think it's better to invest in someone or something that teaches you skills to make more money? Always the latter. Guys, fuck investing in anything that isn't helping you make more money until you're making $1 million a year. You should be investing every single moment on high income skills. It will take you forever to work for fucking UPS or FedEx with your current skill set if you save a little bit of money. But if you take all that money and you invest in people that show you how to persuade, how to sell, how to create an offer, how to market, how to use social media, how to retain clients, how to get sales, marketing, and operations into a flywheel, how to create a referral program, all the shit that most of you motherfuckers have no idea about on scaling a company. But if somebody teaches you that, then you have a forever skill set that nobody can take away from you. It's not a market-tied investment that fluctuates with the market. It is your skill set that goes from I'm capable of making 100K to now 300, 400, 500, a million, and the ramp just fucking takes off. Once you get to the top of skill sets and mindset, no one can ever take this away from you. You could take away all my money tomorrow and I'll make 7 figures again next year. Why? Because I understand business and persuasion. And somebody helped me with that because I invested. And I invested when I was $100,000 in credit card debt. So for anyone that says like, I don't have the money, I didn't have the money either. And there was times in my life where I had a lot more money and I didn't invest because I was fucking scared and I didn't understand how this worked. But when I was $100,000 in credit card debt, I said, here's $3K. I'm going to dig myself further into debt. And what happened? Within a year, I paid off all that debt. And within 2 years, I was running a company making $400K. And within 3 years, I was making $600K base as the president of 10X Health. And then moved up to $750. Then started a healthcare consultancy and scaled from there. Then started my coaching program and scaled to 7 figures. Because I invested in myself 5 years ago. I started with just $3K to have someone teach me the mindset and the skill set to make a fuck ton of money. That's it. You have to invest in your skills. No one can ever take that away from you. Guys, if you want to create a personal brand and you want to live the same life that I'm living, a life of freedom, to attract people and help them with a coaching offer, with information, or just scale your business, DM me brand and I'll help you create a strategy. I'll help you with the exact blueprint that I used to grow my following and scale my offer. And this is prevalent in any industry. I can show you how to do this regardless of what industry you're in because my program is custom. You dig? I didn't even take NZT today. I just flow. How do you improve your mindset? Create habits. What's the best way to find a genuine mentor? You just see if you like the person and they have results in the area that you want results in, you work with them. You don't second guess shit. You just fucking go. Is having different income streams? Nah, fuck different income streams. Focus on one thing. Become an expert in one thing. Action Bronson. Be my mentor. Sure, dude. My mentorship starts at $3K. When you're ready to invest, shoot me a DM. I got you. What should I do if I'm in debt and I have a job and I don't... Take out a 0% credit card. Guys, I took out my first credit card when I was my first 0% credit card when I was $100,000 in debt. Okay, and they said, and the credit application, they said, how much do you make? And I said I made $250K. And that year I had made $55K. They didn't check that shit. I just did it. Then I took that $3K and I bought a mentor, and guess what? Here we are today. Voila. Sometimes you gotta fucking finagle. You gotta move your way around. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you all the lie. I'm telling you to create a better future for yourself. That's it. Invest in yourself. That's it. Scarcity does lead to scarcity. Yep, you are looking at them. Bro, guys, if you need a mentor, just fucking DM me. Just know that I only work with people that are ready to take action and ready to commit. You know? Here's the other thing, too. A lot of people are like, bro, will you be my mentor for free? I'm like, dude, not only am I worth $3,000 an hour, so don't fucking waste my time, but secondly, anybody who doesn't invest in themselves, they aren't really bought in. Right? The people who would work with me for free, they don't take this shit seriously because they haven't invested. When you spend $3,000 and it hurts, you want the investment to hurt so that you're like, yo, there is no way I'm going to miss this motherfucker's group calls. I'm never going to miss my wake up time. I'm never going to miss my habits. I'm never going to miss anything that he says. When he gives me homework and exercise to do, I'm going to do it before he gives me a deadline to do it. Why? Because it stings. The investment stings. That's how you get all in. And that's how you really make a change when your ass is on fire. So you have to invest in yourself. Don't ask for shit for free either. Pimp Daddy, how good is that, bro? Isn't it crazy, man? Pimp Daddy says, what coke are you on, bro? Dude, I have a reflexive energy. You know what that means? It means when I'm in front of people, I get massively energized. Just how I've always been, dude. I'm just like a natural crackhead. They told me when I was younger I had this shit called brain on fire. Read that shit up. NZT, do you mean modafinil? Victor, I don't even know what modafinil is, dude. You got to tell me. How did I become fluent in Spanish in a short amount of time? Oh, this is a good story. Okay, when I was 16 years old, I was working at a landscaping company, and the boss said to me, hey, man, we need to find some better workers. And I said, go get some Mexicans. So he actually took my advice. He came down to Florida. He brought 5 Mexicans back in a 2-year visa program, and he said, hey, I got your Mexicans. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? You got 5 Mexicans? Like, I was just joking around. He's like, yeah, and you're going to supervise them now. And I was like, why am I going to supervise them? And he said, because you speak Spanish. I said, I don't speak Spanish, man. I've taken Spanish 1 and 2 in school. And he goes, yeah, but you get straight A's and everything, so you know how to speak better than me. And I'm like, bro, I mean, I guess so, sure. So for one summer when I was 16, it was just me and 5 Mexican immigrants, and one of them spoke a little bit of English. And I was such a prick when I was a young kid. I said to him, I'll never forget this. I said, listen, his name was Jacob, but it was really Jacobo or Yeko. And I said, listen, Yeko, if you want a good life in America, you're going to teach me English. If you want to send money back to your family, you better fucking teach me Spanish. You better teach me Spanish. And he said, okay. And that was it. And I tried every single day to learn more. And I learned the 5 basic questions that I needed. How do I say this, right? Like, Is it right to do this? And I learned the basic things in Spanish, and then they taught me. And I spent every single waking moment with them for 3 months, and I pretty much became fluent in Spanish. Now imagine this. For the next 12 years, I did not speak Spanish with anyone, except for like a couple vacations to Mexico. I basically forgot everything. So then I moved to Miami, and I started dating Latinas. And then it's all, the rest is it from there, you know? I just started dating Colombian girls, and I started speaking Spanish again, you know? You want to learn Spanish, just immerse yourself in it. Either work with a bunch of people that speak Spanish, or just get a nice fine Latina, you know? Be good. What do I think about impatience? Yeah, man, you got to be okay with the journey, you know? Look, the journey is the most fun. Don't think about the destination. Fall in love with the journey. You know, fall in love with just getting better each day. You're not going to have results right away. Pimp Daddy, I don't do any drugs, bro. I've been sober since May 6th of 2019. Yeah. Let's go. What should you focus on? Yourself, bro. Just become the best version of yourself. That's it. Get a set of habits, too. If you wake up consistently at the same time every day and then you do a couple positive, motivating things, you'll be good. Pimp Daddy, man, you mad funny. I hope you have a personal brand. Dan, look, 3K is my one-on-one program, okay? So look, it's completely custom. Yeah, you get one-on-ones, you get full access to me. I respond to all my DMs. You can ask any one of my clients. I respond incessantly. Unless I'm sleeping, I'm on this shit. I want to see all my clients succeed. So I always give them feedback on their content, on creating their voice, on their program, on managing clients, on answering questions, on becoming better at persuasion, on closing people, on how to dig deep on everything, right? So it's that, and then you get a blueprint on exactly how to post. So you see how to post your stories, how to talk about your problems, how to develop your story, how to become real and authentic, how to create and structure your program, whether you want to sell info or a coaching program. I'll teach you all that, every system you need, everything. It is literally a business in a box. There's nothing else you can do and be this successful this quickly. I invested $7,500 for someone how to teach me to get online and do coaching a year ago, and I netted $78K off that investment. Best investment I ever made. And it's very simple. Not only do I teach that, I teach you how to really develop your story, and I'll help you bring it out of you. So DM me, bro. DM me brand. For any of you guys that want to grow your personal brand, if you want to develop your personal brand, you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a fucking theta healer or a meditation guru or somebody with $100 million exit. You just need to have an honest desire to help other people. And if you have an honest desire to help other people and you're willing to talk about how you've overcome your problems, DM me brand, and I'll show you how to develop that story, to articulate this to other people so that you can give them hope and provide value, and then they want to work with you. It's a beautiful thing. I don't pay for anything. No ads, no nothing, no team. I scaled this whole business by posting stories and being authentic. And I teach people how to do the exact same thing. I give you everything you need to be successful, to get online and create your personal brand and scale your offer and make a shitload of money. Should I grow with women or... I mean, I don't know. That's a tough question, bro. What to do to avoid procrastination? Don't negotiate with your mind, bro. You got to look, for anyone that's procrastinating, I need you to know that little bitch in your mind, it's not real. It just seems like it is. When you're tired, when you're sick, when you feel weak, when you have heartbreak, you're not paralyzed. You have an ability. Okay, look, when you're like sitting in bed, right, and you're like procrastinating with anything, and the sheets feel so good and you're tired and you want one more snooze or whatever, you're capable of standing the fuck up and killing that little bitch on your shoulder. That's all it is. It's not real. You are capable. There are people less fortunate with less than you who are getting through that little bitch in their mind. So for all of you who seek comfort in procrastination, fuck that shit. Kill that little bitch and let's go. It's not real. Sometimes it's hard to be self-aware and focus on the progress that you're making. Yeah, dude, when you stop smoking weed, it is an emotional roller coaster. I remember I used to eat lots of Snickers bars and smoke cigarettes when I stopped smoking weed. But you can get through it, dude. Just work with a coach, you know? How do you give undivided attention to every one-on-one client that you have? Scaling the factor behind it. Bro, I'm a fucking savage, dude. I'm an absolute savage. All my clients are fucking crushing. I'm also creating my new offer here, my new mentorship program, which will have a lot of course content and twice a week group calls as well. But dude, I have group calls for my one-on-one clients as well, and that's the beauty. They all get to network with each other. They all get to like, comment, share on each other's shit. They grow. You grow through network as well. It's a beautiful thing. I'm just all in. Yeah, I'm doing mastermind in September. I'll do a mastermind. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics right now. I got a lot of shit going on. So we'll get to it. Ask Jen. Anyone can ask Jen. She fucking joined my program like a couple months ago and she crushed. Living her dream life. Just had a baby. Just moved to Miami. Fucking made $30K in the first few months. Amazing personal brand. Fucking go follow Jen Jade. She's a fucking beauty. She's in my program. You can ask her. Like, how much one-on-one attention has she got? You tell me. Okay, Jen's in my program. There was a time where I was skiing on the mountain and she was like, hey, it's okay. We don't have to do my one-on-one call today. And I said, fuck that, Jen. I'm going to go to the lodge and I'm going to take the call from the lodge. And we sat on the phone for an hour. Instead of the normal allotted 30 minutes, I sat there for 1 hour with her. Why? Because she was going through a bunch of shit in her life and it was a great time to dig the fuck in. And that call was the call that changed everything for her. It's what eventually got her down to Miami. And when she got down to Miami, she started crushing. Okay? So for any of you that want to know, like, how do I have personal one-on-one attention? This is my shit. I'm a fucking savage. All of my clients, they never go on red. Ever. I'm bought in. I want to see people win. I have a mission. You know, this is what I'm good to do. Right? Jen just said it's all the people from the group are her best friends. I have an amazing group. I have so many coaches, entrepreneurs, professionals, people that level up with each other. And when you join my group, not only do you get to work one-on-one with me, but then you get the network effect. You get many other people in the group who are growing their brands as well. You get ideas, you get inspiration, you support each other, you like and share their content. It all grows together. Some of my best friends I met in coaching groups. Colin and I met in a coaching group, right? Because we were aligned. And so for a lot of you guys are like, how do I network with people and grow my brand? DM me brand. I'll help you create your personal brand, scale your offer, and you'll have this network effect of all these other people leveling up, giving you massive opportunities. They're all on the same wavelength as you. It's easy. 3 early. Nope, no calls, bro. You either like my shit or you don't. It's that easy. I don't take sales calls. I provide so much fucking value online. It's insane. A lot of people are like, oh, dude, but like, I watch your content and I need to like know more. It's like, bro, you know how much fucking time and effort it takes to like actually put my heart and soul into this shit? I give you guys my all. This isn't like some fucking joke. I love when people like, I love when people give me like recommendations and I go to their page and it's like 300 fucking followers and like a couple kitty cats on their page and they got like a fucking clown hat on. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing? Why? I never in my life gave like recommendations to somebody who was killing it, who was actually like putting their all into it and going out there. It's like, focus on yourself, you know? Let's go. The Miami effect is real. Bro, I mean, Miami is insane. I'll tell you, like, dude, if I just want to go do some business and I want to meet like the craziest people, I just go to Boxer. Just go to Elevation. Look at the parking lot. See everyone that's there. Pim Daddy, you're hysterical, bro. I can't answer all your questions, but you are fucking funny, man. Brendan Fay, been following this dude since 99. Brendan Fay, tell the people, what did I used to be like in high school, bro? What did I used to be like? How much of a fucking degenerate coke dealer was I, bro? Man, Brendan know me since we were kids. We used to play hockey together, bro. That shit's crazy. Wow, I always wonder. It's too bad that you can't see the fucking comments later. Does anyone know how to do that? Is it possible to see all these comments later on the recording? Because when I go back and watch the recording, it's just like no comments in here. Colin is a G, like Jack McCall. Yep, you already know it. Do I have multiple passports? No, bro, I'm fucking American. I can go anywhere I want. And I have the gift of gab, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. You know what? That's a good thing to talk about. You guys have seen this reel probably, but you guys should always interact with people when you go somewhere. I know all the valets at the Setai. I know Ferdinand, I know Jose, I know Alvaro, okay? I know them all by name. So when I show up, it's like I'm the fucking king. I know all the girls at the front desk. I know the servers. I always get everybody's name. When I travel, there's countries that I go to where I don't feel like waiting in the customs line. So what do? I DM my boy on WhatsApp. I message him, right? And I say, yo, dog, hook me up. Carlos, in Colombia, right? I hit him up and say, yo, dog, help me out. And he gets me through the line. Why? Because when I saw him one day, I said, yo, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué más? ¿Cómo está todo? And he told me, and I said, look, mira, es posible para hacer esta línea sin esperando? And he's like, yeah, sí, pero ¿tienes algo plata? I'm like, yeah, por supuesto. And I gave him $50. Since then, and I got his phone number and his name, and I remembered. Since then, I don't wait in line. There's like a 3-hour customs line when you get to Colombia. I've never waited in it once. They put me in a wheelchair, and they bring me through the fucking handicap line, all because I got Carlos's name and gave him a couple bucks. Okay, but do that everywhere you go. I'm not saying to like fucking troll on people, but get their name. Talk to them. Ask them how their day is. Say what's up. Every single morning when I go downstairs, Sandra and Jojo are down there, and they're usually tired. And I'm like, yo, ladies, what's up? And they're like, oh, we're tired. And I'm like, remember what I told you. You're only tired in your mind. But think about that little man, that little Santa Claus-looking motherfucker that's got hot coals that he's shoveling into your stomach and heating you up and giving you energy and excitement for the day. Don't forget about that little motherfucker. Heat your internal furnace, Sandra. By the way, did you hear the new Rich the Kid album? It's fucking fire. And guess what? I come back later that day, and Sandra is basically in tears, right? She feels energized. She feels amazing. She's been listening to the new Rich the Kid all day. She's loving her fucking life. I do that with everybody. I do never miss a chance to make somebody's day better. Never. You should do the same. Your life gets so much better. It's so much more fun, too. Buffet, my G. You's always my G, dog. Love you, bro. How do you maintain social life when going to sleep early? You just got to get a crew of people on the same wavelength as you. Bro, I've been a loner for a long time. But, you know, me and my crew now, we all wake up at 5. We go wake surfing at 7 a.m. When Luke Belmar comes into town, he gets the boat at 5:30 a.m. We get dinner reservations usually at like 6. You know, you just got to find another group of people like this. Appreciate you, Ray. Thank you. But yeah, Sean, look, it's lonely for a little while, bro. You're going to go through a period of isolation. When you're changing from one friend group to the other and you're trying to be positive and disciplined and go to bed early, it's a little lonely for a while. I had 2 years of extreme loneliness, you know, and I just got through it. Boxer and Elevation, those are some sick gyms. Yep. Gavin Patterson knows. Gavin, tell the people what's happened to your network since you've been going to Boxer. I want to know. Gavin is an amazing example of somebody that's always got a smile on his face. He always says hello to everybody in the gym, and he's really good at like asking how people are, and he pays attention. You know, a lot of you guys, you'll like watch content of somebody, and then you see them in real life, and it's like you'll try and pretend like you didn't watch their content. Yo, fuck that. Stop, get rid of your ego. You know, Gavin came up to me the first time. He's like, yo, bro, I saw you on Instagram and I liked this about your content. I was like, yo, man, you fucking pay attention. I like you, bro. And then he asked me a couple questions and he told me what he did. I'm like, yo, you're a G, dog. And he always does that. Everyone in my friend circle, we walk in the gym, like, yo, Gav's a G, man. He's cool. He's excited. He's happy. He's always positive. He asks good questions. He talks quick, you know. Take lessons from those. How often do I go to AA? Sparingly, you know, very sparingly. When I started on my journey of sobriety, I never missed a day. For a year and a half, I went to a meeting every single day. I had a home group. I had a commitment. I never missed. Now I go when people ask me to speak, and maybe like once a month. No appointment setters. No appointment setters. No, I don't need any of that shit, dog. I don't take sales calls, bro. I close in the DM. For any of you guys that want to see exactly how I do this, I scaled my business from $0 to $100,000 per month. No setters, no closers, no nothing, no paid ads, 100% organic, all through stories and reels. From 0 to 100K a month in my DMs, no sales calls. I don't have to convince people of shit. I don't need to get on a sales call and convince people. You watch my content and you see and you realize how real I am. And I've given you so much fucking free value from my free content that when it comes time to work with me, you're bought in. And if you're not, no problem. I don't work with people who aren't bought in. I don't want to work with everyone. I don't want to work with people that need convincing over a sales call, right? That's how I grew and started my brand. When my offer changes, yeah, I have a fucking dynamite salesperson, okay? But I don't need a setter. Thank you, though. What's the key to success in business? Work with a mentor, 100%. How long does mentoring take? As long as you want. You can start off with a month. You can do a couple months. Depends on how long you want to do it. Just get started. That's the thing. You work with somebody that's been successful and they can give you any pointers and advice, like, boom. to change your whole life. California to Miami. Where in California do you live? But I would say yes. Look, I love California, but there's no place like Miami. Here's the difference. Okay, every time I'm in LA or every time I'm in New York, you like meet some cool people that are successful and they're very standoffish. They're always like, I don't want to give you any of the sauce. I don't want to tell you what I really want to do. I'm like too cool for school. It's like, yeah, okay, bro. That's the fucking queerest shit I've ever heard. Too cool for school. I got friends that are worth $7 billion motherfucking dollars and they're not too cool for school. They're genuinely interested in other people's lives. They're cool, fucking real people. 7 Billies. Yeah, that's right. 55 years old, 7 Billies. And he's cool as shit. You know, so for anyone that's like too cool for other people, fuck you. You're the kind of people I actually despise. When someone comes up to you and asks you like, you know, a question, like a legitimate question, like, hey man, what do you think's been your success to growing your brand? And people are like, oh, who are you? Like, bro, fuck you for anybody that does that. If someone comes up to me and asks me that, I'm going to spend a minute and I'm going to tell them. That's the right thing to do, you know? And that's the beauty with Miami. You go up to anybody who's successful, you look at the parking lot, you know, it's a lot of crazy cars and successful people, and you go up to them and you ask them a question about business or you connect with them, they're cool as fuck. If you're like, yo, can I get a picture with you? Yeah, man, get a flick, let's go. Follow me on Instagram, shoot me a message, let's connect. You know, that's the beauty of Miami. And the thing is, nobody has a scarcity mindset here. I'm friends with like 6, 7, 8 other coaches who teach very similar shit. We're all boys. We don't have a scarcity mindset. The reason that somebody buys from me is going to be different from the reason that somebody buys from one of my buddies, because we all have a different background and experience. You're not buying the program. You're buying what I've done, my results, me. You're buying me. That's it. And either you vibe with me or you don't. Right? And so it's an abundant mindset here in Miami. And in general, it should be an abundant mindset. You're not competing with anyone except for yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. You have no idea what it's like to be them. Compare yourself to your former self every fucking day. That's what I do. I look back and I say, how was I doing 3 months ago? Pretty good, but not as good as today. 6 months ago? Holy shit, look where I've come. A year ago? You gotta be fucking kidding me. A year ago, I got online. A year ago, I took my first ever selfie video. And here we are today? Damn. I'm going to keep comparing myself to my former self. I'm not going to look at other people and be like, damn, I wish I was them. I don't know what it's like to be them. If I took all their problems and I put them in the center and then I looked at my problems, I take my problems 100% of the time. I fucking love my life. Discipline with AA. Yeah, man, when you start off in AA, you got to be disciplined. You got to go every single day. Worrying about, what was that comment? How much do you charge for a business? $3K. My business mentorship starts at $3K. Yeah, worrying about how long it takes for mentorship is a little bit of a red flag. You know, you shouldn't think about that. Look, here's the thing. When people ask me like, yo, does your program work? Actually, motherfucker, it works if you work it. It's not about does my program work? It's about are you willing to work the program? Okay? When I invest in a program, I am all in. The investment itself changes my mindset, and I take the advice and the blueprint of the program and I run with it. Okay, that's why I've been successful, and that's why I have a lot of clients that have been successful. But I also have other clients that just don't really go for it. They don't get all in. They don't overcome their fear. They don't follow the blueprint. They don't start doing everything on Saturday in their content. So it works if you work it. Coolest place in Miami to hang out with like-minded people, the gym, for sure. Boxer or Elevation. Easiest place. Or church. Go to VU Church. Those are the 2 best places. Brazil in the house. Let's go. Oi. 17-year-old high school student. Start watching YouTubes and read a couple books. You should read a book called The Power of Now and Atomic Habits and The Confident Mind. I got here in a year. That's amazing. Yeah, Damien. 1 year. 1 year ago, I posted my first ever selfie video right there from that apartment, and it was horrible. I spoke in a monotone voice. I was basically whispering. I wasn't animated, and I didn't know how to convey a message online. I felt so fucking weird. I didn't know how to handle the lighting. I didn't know how to do anything. I had never been online before. I scaled this whole thing 100% organically, all on my own. Okay, so for any of you guys that want to see how to create a real personal brand, I went from 0 to 90,000 followers and from 0 to $100,000 net per month in 1 year. And I show people exactly how to do this. Not by scamming people, but by creating real, authentic value through stories and posts. Okay? And I'll show you exactly how to do that. So if you want to see how to grow a personal brand, scale it, make a bunch of money, have an amazing effect on people, and create an offer, DM me brand right now. Don't put it in the comments, DM me brand. I go to church. It's been like honestly once or twice a month, but I'm going to start going every week. An angel was sent to me today in the name of Jay Flex, one of my boys, Jay Flex. And he's like, bro, you have an amazing platform to be able to help people, and I'm so proud of you for spreading the word as to what's helped you. I don't force God on anyone, but what I do talk about is a relationship with something greater than yourself. That's what saved my life. If you have a reliance on something greater than yourself that's not you, you're going to have a better life, I promise you. And that's what I want to promote. And so Jay Flex reminded me I got to go to church every week, so I'm committed. Go. Elevation and Boxer, they're next to each other. You can use Google, bro. A lot of you guys, this is an important topic. I can't believe how unobservant most people are, right? It's like a lot of people ask me these questions, but they're not willing to observe. When I meet somebody, I pretty much know everything about them before I meet them, right? I'm going to look up their stuff and I'm going to pay attention. And for all of you guys that are like, where's Boxer and Elevation? It's called Google, bro. Come on. Like, get with it. And for any of you guys that are not using ChatGPT, get with it. You know, one of the smartest kids I know is Cardinal Mason. I can't believe you were not using ChatGPT, dog. Cardinal Mason, for any of you guys that want to learn how to do copywriting, okay? If you're like, hey, I want to learn how to make 10K a month plus doing copywriting and this is a skill set that you want, hit up Cardinal Mace, okay? Cardinal Mace on Instagram. He has a program to teach you how to do copywriting, okay? So if that's your MO and that's what you want to do, do it. One of the smartest kids I've ever met. Amazing articulator, great story. Fucking G, young kid. Go check him out. Connie, the books you should read: Power of Now, Atomic Habits, and The Confident Mind. Power of Now, the simple book, Atomic Habits, and The Confident Mind. What was my aha moment? When I woke up. Okay, this was my aha moment. When I woke up in Flamingo Park, in the middle of the street next to Flamingo Park. My Rolex was gone, my chain was gone, and I had just been drugged and robbed. And I woke up on May 6th of 2019 and I thought to myself, how the fuck did I get here? How did I grow up with such amazing, loving parents, with a scholarship to play Division I hockey, going to the top prep school in the country, going to an amazing college, getting 4 O's my whole life? How did I get here? Empty, spiritually bankrupt, with everyone having had given up on me. How did I get here? Why? And I just said, you know what? I guess I don't know how to live life. I guess I should accept help. I guess maybe I should go to AA and get a sponsor, and maybe I should get a mentor and ask him questions about business and my mindset. And I did. And that was my aha moment. May 6, 2019, I started beginning my second life. I opened my mind. I became growth-minded. Marco Leal, tell the people, what did I do? Did I not personally develop every single employee, teach them better habits, meditation? Every morning, I went into a company and I had 7 salespeople, and they were like good old cowboys. And they were like, fuck this young whippersnapper who's going to come in and teach us about sales and health, which, by the way, I didn't know shit about health. And I told them, boys, listen, I'm going to teach you all how to make more money and deliver a message in a way that people want to work with you. But I'm also going to teach you about your mind, and I'm going to teach you how to meditate. And every single morning in the sales meetings, I put on a meditation, a morning meditation, and we would all meditate for 5 minutes. And these were people that were like, fuck you, bro, I'm not listening to your morning meditation. Who are you, Mr. Cheezel? Like, I ain't doing this shit. And I'm like, bro, listen, I told you I'm going to help you make more money. I've made a lot more than all of you, and I'm willing to help you. Just do it. And they did it. And guess what? They all became addicted to meditation. They changed their mind. Some of these guys went from making $55K a year to $280. One of them, $340. Right? I helped them with their skills, but I also helped them with their mind. Meditation's key. I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT me. Cardinal Mace. He's like a fucking. He's got a good brain. Cardinal, you do have a good brain. Yep. ChatGPT fire. 3K. Yep. Program starts at 3K. Yep, I know, Ilya, you don't pay attention, but that's okay. It's okay, start paying attention, you'll listen, you know? How do you leave friends that have been there since day one? Dude, you just got to do it. You just got to do it, man. It's the hardest process. You're going to outgrow people along this journey, right? You're going to notice, like, if you're consistently growing, you're going to outpace people really quick. And so you got to become friends with people that are willing to grow as well, whether it's a partner in a relationship or whether it's your friends. Like, the hardest thing is going to be with family, too, if they don't get on the same wavelength. You know, I experienced that at one point, but I got so blessed. My sister, my mom, and my dad, when they saw my journey and they started seeing me change my life, my mindset through meditation and habits and all this shit, a lot of them were like, yo, how you doing this? Teach us, you know? And I did. So you got to get with people that are growing. Look, for all of you guys, there's people that will serve a purpose for a period of time in your life. And even though people feel like they've been your best friends for a long period of time, they may or may not drift into like how much time you spend with them, but they'll always be there. But you got to focus on like how much time am I spending with people that are contributing to my growth. And it's not like you have to cut everyone off, but you might have to spend less time with people that are not contributing to your growth. You got to be selfish with your development. Also, you can't change them. The only way you can change somebody else is to be the best possible representation of yourself. And you might have to make the hard decision to say, no, I'm not going to the club. No, I'm not going out tonight. No, I'm not smoking that joint. No, I'm not doing that thing. I'm going to focus on myself and get better. And eventually you'll rub off on people. It's how it works. Even at the highest level, all of us, we fluctuate a little bit. Sometimes we have a bunch of desserts and sometimes we get a little bit lazy, but we all hold each other accountable and we are the best representations. We all want to grow. So you just get a circle that wants to grow, you know? Government contracts. I don't know anything about government contracts except for my Section 8 stuff. Marco, yeah, we did breathwork and meditation, right? Tell the people. Complacent. If you feel complacent, work with a mentor, dude. It's easy. Right? Just get intense. A lot of people are really soft. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, but bro, I just couldn't quite do it. It's like, do you guys understand why I make this content? Does anyone think that there have been days where I didn't want to wake up at 5 a.m., where I didn't want to go to the gym, where I didn't want to eat healthy, where I didn't want to get on here? Do you guys think that maybe there were times, or am I some sort of special extraterrestrial robot? No, the former, not the latter. I am not some extraterrestrial robot. In fact, I am massively undisciplined, weak-minded, an addict. I don't want to do any of this shit. But I no longer negotiate with my mind, and I do it anyway because I killed that weak little bitch. And so for anybody not doing their daily non-negotiables because they have some excuse as to why they can't do it or why they're waiting to get started, I don't have any pardon for you. And that's another thing. A lot of people will be like, yo, dude, I thought your job was to be a coach, to like be inspiring and motivational. And sometimes it's to call people the fuck out and let them know that they're being giant pussy ass bitches. And you have to be real with people. That's the point of being a coach. Growth doesn't always happen from comfort, from pardoning. Sometimes growth happens from me saying, yo, you look a little fluffy. You look a little fat. What the fuck are you doing? You're a shitty representation to your kids and to the people around you. And sometimes being that piercing is what gets them to make the change. If I pardoned them and said, oh yeah, it's okay, they're going to go on doing that. And it's not okay. Okay, so sometimes being a coach, I have to be a complete dick. Right? And I really call people the fuck out. But that's what worked for me. And that's why my clients have been successful. Because when I'm telling you something about what you're doing, I am not critiquing your personality. I am critiquing actions that you take. That is what being coachable is. It's taking feedback from other people and not internalizing. And it's saying, hey, they're giving me advice, not based on who I am as a person, not based off my personality. They're giving me advice based off of actions that I took. And now I can retake new actions and become a different person. And so thank you for that coach for being pointed with me. That's what a real coach is. So for anyone that wants soft, fucking go see Aunt Jemima. Go see Betty Crocker. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I ain't that. You feel stuck. Yeah, bro, I had no money when I moved down to Miami. No, Kim, I don't do fucking meetups. You fucking kidding me? Kim says, are you free on Sunday for an appointment? I'm in Miami. Stop ignoring me. Fuck off, Kim. What do you think? I'm going to meet up with some random person with no profile picture, with no value, with no brand? Get a fucking clue. You know how busy I am? I got shit to do. I work with people that invest in themselves and that provide value to others, not scam fucks. No, I'll never do a meetup. Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with people? Best app for meditation? Bright Mind. Amazing app. Go check it out. I'll put the link in a story coming up soon here. Owen knows. Owen changed his whole life. Unbelievable. I always love that. Owen and I have known each other for a long time, and he's gotten so dialed with discipline and habits, put a gym in his house, mindfulness. He is a master at so many fucking things. He gave me a good book recommendation. What's Rick Rubin's book that you gave me, Owen? That was a good book. Rick Rubin's book was cool. I read most of that. Owen gave me that one. Delegate when it comes to building a personal brand. You don't need to delegate. Just start posting stories. Hire a mentor and start posting stories. Guys, I scaled my whole business from $0 to $100,000 per month net. No team, posting stories and reels, organic content, no paid traffic, no paid ads, no team, no ClickFunnels, nothing, no CRM, Zero. That is what I teach people. If you want to see how to have fun creating content that actually helps people, delivering real value, and scale your personal brand, your following, and your coaching program, DM me brand. I will show you how to do this. You don't need shit. Everybody that tells you you need all these systems and all this fancy shit, you don't. You just need to understand psychology. You need to be able to deliver your message in a way that provides value to other people, the way that I do. This is what I teach. Okay? I will bring it all out of you. Your authentic voice, your whole story. I'll teach you how to tell all this shit on a way that gets people to say, fuck, I like that person. They're disciplined. They work out. They have a good mindset. They have a cool life. They love their life. Maybe I should DM them. Okay? All organic. I'll teach you how to do this shit. DM me brand. This shit is fun. I'm all bought in. For anyone that wants to invest in themselves, I'm all bought in. You can ask any of my clients. I never take any opportunity not to give them feedback. The Creative Act. Okay, that's another good book, The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. I really like that one. Yeah, that was a cool book. That was definitely a cool book. Yep, you do need a brand, you know? Your brand's not going to happen overnight. You just got to post consistently. Instagram will pay you for being consistent. For sure. And yeah, of course, I always share openly. You know, I got nothing to hide. Again, I have a responsibility to help people. I was given a second chance at life. That's why I help people openly and honestly. That's why people know, like, and trust me. They can see who I really am. I don't just share my wins. I share when that little bitch on my mind tries to tell me, don't wake up. Don't go to the gym. Don't eat healthy. Don't do what you're supposed to do, right? I talk about that. That voice still happens. I don't control that first thought, but I control what I do with that thought because I don't negotiate with my mind. And so I share my challenges, my struggles, my difficulties as well. I'm vulnerable. That's why people see, like, yo, this guy is real. That's why people want to work with me. That's why I've grown this. You can't just try and be some fake front and always show wins. You got to show everything. Oh, and your swagger, bro. Uncle Joe, what's up? I love you, brother. I miss you. I'm going to give you a call. I learned a lot from my Uncle Joe, too. Guy's got an amazing mindset. Amazing outlook on life, man. I love you, bro. Okay, Nacho says that you read books and you don't remember a lot after finishing the books. Yes, bro, I feel you. I don't read books front to back, ever. Here's what I do. You have to start understanding, like, how you learn. Okay, so what I do is I'll buy a book on audio and I start listening immediately. Immediately. The second I get the book, I put it on the car and I start listening. And if I hear something that I like, I'll buy the book. And then I'll go and I'll find that page and I'll take a picture of that page or I'll highlight that page. Usually I take a picture with my phone. And I'll keep rereading the value part of the information that I like. You don't need every part of every book. You're not going to absorb that much information. You need to find the parts of the book that you do like and make them a working part of your mind by rereading them, right? So, like, here's a good thing to do. Start with the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. That book will help you sort of understand, like, how he's learned and how he's developed his learning style. And he makes it very simple and easy on how to retain information. He was very helpful for me, right? I stopped thinking that I was, like, some special human being that couldn't retain anything. And I just started retaining what I wanted to retain that was useful to me. So go read that. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Bro, it's a free appointment. You think I would waste my fucking time? It's not a free appointment. This kid Kim says, bro, it's a free appointment. I have money. No, dude. It's not a free appointment. I'm worth $3,000 per hour. So if I have to go sit with you for any reason, I'm losing $3,000 per hour. I would never leverage my time like that. I'm not retarded. You understand that? So yeah, it's not a free appointment when you're worth $3,000 an hour. The fact that you even think that I would ever meet with you shows me that you have no idea how life works. I'm not going to do a personal meetup with somebody. If you want to join my program, I'll send you the Stripe link and you pay. That's it. If not, don't bother me anymore, okay? It's not for everybody. Jeez, people are unbelievable, you know? Sometimes you got to hit them. Sometimes you got to let them know. Got to be strong with them. Gally knows, right, Gally? Sometimes you got to tell people like it is. Just tell them what's up. I see Gally in the gym every morning and she's like, yo, are you working hard? Are you actually doing this shit today? She probably works harder than I do. Gally's probably the most disciplined person I've ever met. It's pretty interesting. She actually told me this one time. She was like, I was like, yo, Gally, how are you so disciplined? And she's like, I came from Israel. And over there, it's a way different mindset. And she's like, I came over to America and I was like, oh my God, these people are so pathetic. these people are so undisciplined. It's like running circles around kindergartners. And I was like, yeah. You know, for any of you guys, another good book, it's called Startup Nation. It talks all about Israel. It talks about their educational system and how they go into the military first, and then once they become, elevated leadership, then they decide what they want to study, so they get real skills on how to manage and be disciplined and lead people, and then they move into their education. And it talks about why Israel has some of the most successful tech startups of all time, because of the mindset that they have, which is to consistently challenge those above them, challenge the knowledge that they're getting, and then the person above them, rather than say, I'm your teacher, that's not right, they say, okay, let's open this up for a discussion and see if there is a better way to think about this or more knowledge or information out there. And as a result of their culture, they've produced just some unbelievable people. So that's cool. Gally, you're a G, dog. When are you going to start coaching? Just waiting for the day. Just waiting for the day. Guys, for anyone that wants to create their personal brand, DM me Brand. I'll show you how to create your personal brand online, how to structure your content, and then create a coaching offer and scale that. Whether you want to teach mindset, or whether you want to teach fitness, or whether you want to just teach personal development or habits, it doesn't matter. If you have a desire to help other people and you want to create an offer and teach them and help them, DM me Brand. Okay? Don't put it in the comments. DM me Brand, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Earl, once you pay me in the Stripe link, bro, we get to fucking work. You schedule a one-on-one call with me through my Calendly link. I send you a bunch of exercises to do, and we start getting going on your motherfucking brand. And then we have group calls every week. Okay, that's it. Doesn't matter how the program works. What's matter is that I was a fucking junk box degenerate loser, and I became extremely successful in my mind, in my body, in my spirit, in my discipline, in my money, and in my business, and in my effect on other people. So who gives a fuck what the inner workings of the program are? What matters is that I help people do what I did. Okay, that's it. Blasted a gym session. Maddie, let's go. I fucking love that, dude. I really wanted to hit a little gym session right now. It's like 95 degrees out here. How much should I make before moving to Miami? Ah, man, that's a good question. I had no money when I moved to Miami. I just fucking sent it. It'd be nice to have like $50K in the bank, though, if you're going to move here. Wow, 8:30. I can't believe my phone didn't already die. Steps to grow on social media. Dude, if you want to grow on social media as a business owner, DM me. I will help you. I help all my clients do this. I have a client that has a landscaping business, and he went from like 60 or 70K a month to over 100,000 a month, and he stopped operating in the business. He grew his personal brand. His name is Caleb James. He grew his personal brand, and then he traveled the world managing his business through his phone. I taught him how to do it. For any of you guys that are business owners and you want more leads, you want to make more money, you want to create your personal brand, DM me Brand, and I'll show you how to create your personal brand based off of your experience. We'll make it real. We'll make it authentic. You don't have to follow a cookie cutter system. You follow a system that helps you draw out your story so that people are interested in what you actually talk about. Okay, so if you want to make money, create a coaching offer, and create a personal brand, DM me Brand. Don't put it in the comments. DM me Brand. Okay? I can't go back to the comments here. I don't think there's a way. Unless someone knows how to go back to the comments after. I don't know how to do it. Then I sleep in the street. It's a good idea for my mental health. Man, if you got to sleep in the street, dog. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. No. Dude, you don't have to do 100K a month before moving. That's not true. Yeah. If you have 6 figures saved, move, bro. Get the fuck down here. Your whole life will change, brother. I promise you. Your whole life will change when you move to Miami. How can you get rid of imposter syndrome? Don't. Alexander asked me, how do I get rid of imposter syndrome? You don't. And you don't want to. I'm going to tell you why. You need to welcome imposter syndrome. If you weren't interested in becoming a top level G, if you weren't interested in progressing, then you wouldn't have imposter syndrome because you would be okay staying the same. But if you want to be a next level G, if you want to get to the top, you're going to have imposter syndrome. Think about it. If you're leveling up consistently, you're always going to feel like you're not at the destination, but that's not what's important. What's important is that you fall in love with the journey and you fall in love with your growth and you welcome the imposter syndrome to say, hey, I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I'm going to get there. Welcome it, bro. Just change your mindset. What if you already live in Miami? Yeah, I mean, dude, fucking best place in the world. You know? Best place in the world. I love you all. Guys, I got to dip. For anyone that wants to start their personal brand, create a coaching offer, make a shitload of money online, not let anyone tell them what to do, and actually help people, DM me Brand, okay? DM me Brand, and I will help you get started with my mentorship program. Get an apartment. You got it, Alexander. Love you all. Stay blessed. Help other people. Be the best version of yourselves.